We live. I'll hit this video camera. Why is it little though?
Hey guys.
What's it do? We live.
What up?
Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey y'all.
Girl, who is that? Who you got with you?
That's
That's
it.
what they saying
Let's
right
see,
now.
let's see.
Girl, who you got with you?
We ain't got no watches yet.
I'm gonna put mine right next to yours. See if it's going.
I'm gonna put it on that side by you. I'm waiting. If not, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it.
Go on, get into it.
Okay, got one viewer. I think it's you.
Yeah. Only be having like 7.
I didn't even post it. See, I should have
I ain't
posted
gonna lie. I
it.
be having like 7.
We just out here. It's 2 people now.
I
Hey,
ain't
y'all.
gonna lie. I was gonna get to 7 and then that's gonna be
I'm
it.
with Shaka.
I'm gonna get to 7 and that's gonna be it.
Yes. Come on,
I
3.
don't even know how to
Share this
tag.
video.
Share this thing.
We about to ebb and flow with Mr. Shaka Brown. Mr. Shaka Brown.
Hey girl, who that you got with you?
Yeah, I know, ain't he cute, y'all?
It's me.
Yeah, he been cute though.
It's
forever.
me, y'all.
He been cute. If you on here with us,
It's me,
say
guys.
hey. If you were one of my students with Shaka, say hey. If you just watching, say hey. If you just tripped up on here, say hey. But we're gonna get into it. Get into it. So I know some of you all watched Sunday when I went live as a panel discussion with some Black men in education, just talking about our Black boys and how they have been educated and not being educated, and you know, just as an teacher, principal of almost 30 years, like what I know for sure, that's what Oprah says, what I know for sure is that, hey Oprah.
Go
Oprah, I hope this is recording, I can't even tell. But is that school is really failing our Black boys. And so one of the things that's been a passion project for me, there's Dorothy. Hey Dorothy.
Hey, Dad. Yeah, I remember Dorothy. Do I remember Dorothy?
Right. The better question is, do I remember Dorothy?
Softball Dot. That's Dorothy. I know.
So what I know for sure is that school is failing our boys, and if we don't do something soon, it's just gonna be just real crazy out here in this world. So
gotta speak on things. You know what I'm saying? You want the change to happen, you gotta speak it first.
Right. You got to be the change. Yeah, so that so anyway, but I'll be having these conversations. I'm not sure if it'll be weekly or bi-weekly or monthly, but with some fabulous men that I know, and just about their educational experience. So Shaka's gonna introduce himself. I'm gonna check on some technical stuff to see if it's going, because that's not my forefront. I need a producer, so if anybody want to produce my show,
right, then you gotta come get me when you get a producer, because don't forget where you came from, girl. Look what we got. Look who we working with right here.
If I can tell y'all the stories
about
producer, this one right,
you gonna come do me again, Jack.
Yes, we're gonna do it right with you. But you kicking it off, so
cool.
Absolutely, one of my favorite students, stole my heart. Acted up, but a genius in this classroom. Him, Curtis Mason. Who else was in that group? Was Lavelle with y'all?
Yep.
Yeah, they were some of my
Starlin
Brown.
No, that's my little big brother. You know what I mean? He older than me, but that's my little big brother. Starlin, my boy.
But in my classroom, they were a challenge, but they were also a pleasure. And they challenged me to be better, be a better educator, be a better person. And I think about them all the time. So I follow them on social media. They some dope men, and doing some really good things in the community. Have businesses.
It's sexy. You forgot that. You can't forget that.
But we're going to talk about it. So I'm going to get up and check this other camera. And Shaka's going to tell you a little bit about Shaka. Talk about you. Just you. Who are you, Mr. Brown?
Hi, guys. How are you? My name is Shaka Brown. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just a person that, put God first, you know what I'm saying, above any and everything I do. Wake up in the morning, thank the man, and get them doing me, you know what I'm saying? But currently right now, I'm pursuing my career. Hey, mama. I shout out to my mama. Hey, mama, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's for you. We on TV, baby. We made it. We finally made it. But now, I'm pursuing my pilot career right now. So basically right now, I'm doing private pilot jobs and things like that, man. A little bit short of a couple of hours of being able to actually go out and work for like a major airline and everything. On top of, I already got my master's degree and all that good stuff, and just carrying on and just trying to be a symbol for, the youth that's after me. The ones that did it before us, they did a pretty good job with me. So it's my job to do my due diligence to help whoever I can, with me or, a little bit younger than me. And hopefully it just keep going on and on. And one day we're going to break these generational curses and just be awesome.
Yeah, so I missed you, but you do have to come back because the camera is dead. I can't find the charger.
It's cool.
But that's good because this is what it's meant to be. It's just me and you having this conversation.
Just chopping it out.
Just chopping it out. No cameras. No photos. But I don't know what he shared, but definitely a emerging businessman, giving back to the community, a great dad. Like, I'll be stalking y'all. So if you're my student and you're watching, like, I stalk y'all pages. And you make me proud. So that's one of the greatest joys of being a teacher. It's not about the pay, the status, but it's about seeing the fruit. So thank you for agreeing to be my first. And he's a comedian. Like,
absolutely not.
If you know Shaka
and
you
funny,
on
but
his
don't play
page,
with me.
But he needs to
I'm funny, but don't play with me.
Post up. He needs to be on somebody's stage, right next to Kevin Hart and all the
funny,
great.
But I don't play.
Yeah, but he's funny and he's an entertainer. All that. So, but Shaka, just tell me, how was school for you?
What do you mean, like master's degree post?
How was school for you?
You gotta understand,
like your school.
That wasn't really school. That was just fun for me. Like, I just got to school. It was like, grammar school, because I kind of caught on to things kind of early. You know how it was. How you used to kick me out all the time. Like,
I used to kick you.
Yeah, you'll say stuff over and over, and I'll be like, Miss Malcolm, come on, Miss Malcolm, how many times do you got to say this? Then I get bored.
Right.
You feel me? But as education got higher and higher, then things got a little bit easier to calm down and chill out.
Okay, got a little more challenging.
A little bit more challenging.
So is that one of the things is that...
Because when I got to high school, baby, maybe I should have paid attention in grammar school. It could have been a little better in high school. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm like, woo!
Right. So I hear you say that you were kind of bored and not challenged. So that's one of the things that I know. Like, first of all, I believe that African-American children come much more equipped, prepared to learn than their counterparts in different parts of the world. First of all, ain't nobody tying little Shaka shoes and making them a lunch and making sure, I had students who were bringing their siblings to school and making sure they ate. Like, the responsibility at very young ages
all that at home.
is great, right? So, but you come into school and it's like schools are not set up for you. And so, like with boys, and I mean, you gonna put me on blast because I thought I was the best teacher.
You are.
But like putting kids out, becomes discipline and that kind of thing. Talk about, like, were you disciplined a lot when you were in school?
Yeah, all the time. Because I was bored. You got to understand, once you're done with your work and all of that, it's like it has to be a little bit more stuff for you to do. You used to make me write your reflections. Don't nut up. My hands still hurt from them.
Oh my gosh. Y'all
she had reflections like 50 pages long, and that's only one of them. I'm like, hold on. You want me to do 100 of these?
I just want y'all to read.
Come on, where's the dough, baby?
You were in school.
Where is the dough? Don't kick me out. Yo.
Yeah. So, I do think we have to do a better job of engaging.
Yeah, just challenging. And then you got to understand a lot of, young men, they don't have that father figure at home. So when they go to school, and, sometimes the teachers, a lot of female teachers. So if you saw more male teachers while you was in school, you know what I'm saying, then it'll probably, help things out. And as far as making, decisions in your life, because as you get 7th to 8th grade, you start the way they putting kids in jail now. You got to really fifth, sixth grade, you got to almost, the system is making you grow up real fast. You can make one little wrong decision and be in jail the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So it's just like, if, a lot of black kids, I feel because they don't have that father figure and somebody to be the example of what to be.
So did you have a father in your home?
No, I didn't. I had one hell of a mama, you know what I'm saying? But that's just off of luck, you know what I'm saying? It ain't,
Did you have any role models that were male?
I had a brother, yeah. So basically, my brother stepped into the father figure role. So it was like, all right, everything, I wanted to be him and see him and do him. But it's like, all right, what happens when brother make a mistake? Mm-hmm. And now it's like, all right, you take away brother and you take away the person I looked up to. It's like an ongoing cycle to us. Like, all right, now you going to school looking for any kind of attention that you ain't getting at home that you either used to got or a daddy hug or whatever it is. You looking for that attention as you go into school. It ain't there either, so you acting out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, question, do you think, like, looking back, and I know you said, like, elementary may not have been your spot, but as you got into high school and other things, do you think that school prepared you for life? Like, and I mean, when I say life, not just to be like successful, but just like life. Like, I think about like the George Floyds and the Amir Rices and all the young men who are just like losing their lives at astronomical rates and dealing with do you think it prepared you to deal with this world?
I mean, not dealing with the world. Like, honestly, like science, I'm telling you the truth. As I got to college, the only book I bought was math. I probably could have did way better in all the other subjects, but math is like universal. All them other subjects like science and stuff, unless you're going to be a scientist, I don't really care what's going on. I ain't got no food at home. I don't care what's going on Mars.
Right.
I don't care what's going on. My mama got bills.
Right.
You understand? I was working when I was like 10 years old, flipping pieces.
Right.
Going home, bringing that money to mama, hey, woo, and going right back to school the next day, playing on the basketball team. Like, learning about what's going on in Mars is not going to help me. So I feel like the curriculum should include other things, like how to deal with your emotions.
Yeah.
It used to be sex education. We used to have sex education like grammar school. Mm-hmm. You go to sex ed and all that. I don't even think they got that no more. Or do they? I don't know. Yeah. But like little stuff like that, how to deal with your emotions, deal with credit, and those schools teach you about, hey, you get this little credit card, you mess it up, you might not ever be able to get a credit card again with those people. Mm-hmm. So little things that can just be, added to curriculum versus those subjects, because I never use science no more. I don't think I did. Right. That could just be me.
So the curriculum needs to be more relevant to
and
like
updated.
What
you know what I'm saying?
Updated, yeah. I think that's good. So you talked about teachers, and most of the teachers being women. Mm-hmm. And then Rochelle Bowen's posted said that 70% of the teachers nationwide are actually white women. Mm-hmm. So thinking about your experience, when's the first time you had met a black teacher? What grade were you in?
Honestly, you know what? It was what grade did Miss Fry teach? 6th. She taught me 6th grade. So Miss Fry was 6th grade. Yeah, everybody else was, 1st grade was white teacher, kindergarten was white.
So
I had Mr.
That was your first black teacher in 6th grade.
Miss Fry, the lady with the afro.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, but when was your first black male teacher?
Mr. Griffin, 8th grade.
8th grade. Okay. Yeah. So you went pretty much your whole career. What about like principals and stuff?
The principal at Cone was black.
No, black men.
Black men. Mr. McNeil became the principal. I think the last year. Mr. McNeil, or what was the lady before him?
Miss Smith?
Miss Smith.
Yeah.
Ooh, she was so mean, boy.
Miss Smith was mean.
Ooh, she was so sweet though. She had a sweetheart. Like I really loved her though. Miss Smith, but when I saw her, she was like your grandma in church. You'd be like, you'll be back there laughing. Your grandma turn around and look at you.
You need a
But Miss Smith, I love her, baby.
Good church person in the school too.
That's what
so
I'm
you didn't see your first black teacher till 6th grade. And you didn't meet your first black male teacher until like your 8th grade. So do you think, had you seen like people that look like you younger, like school may have been different for you or what?
Yeah, absolutely. Because like honestly, nobody grew up and said I want to be a teacher.
Right.
Unless you really saw your daddy was a teacher, or you know what I'm saying, you idolized somebody. Because I had a great high school teacher though, Mr. Curry. You know what I'm saying? He taught me a lot of things. And as I got there, I learned stuff with him. He really gave us his personal number. Like, y'all ever need something, you know what I mean? You know, Mr. Griffin was much older, so he was just about business. No play, no nothing. Mr. Griffin was, oh, you want to do that, huh, son? Okay, just go call your mama, son. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we ain't even got to call my mama on this, bro. Like, knock it out. But Mr. Griffin, zero tolerance. You know what I'm saying? So, as I got to high school and got Mr. Curry, everything was like, you know, more mellow, and then you could see yourself in that person.
Yeah.
Because you can connect with him and vibe with him, and he'll come to the basketball games, you know, and just be interacting. He could just go teach and then don't do no school activities. You know what I'm saying?
So speak on that, because part of this goal is to like give advice to like people who want to like do school better for black boys.
Right.
So I heard you say something earlier about like the curriculum being more relevant, to teaching you things that would be pertinent in life.
Right. Like, but also about sex, like these kids, these babies out here having babies. Like, teach the difference. And hey, if you wait a while and you get yourself in order and you have a nice job, you can take care of your babies yourself. Right. And now it's happening. The grandma be the mama.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mad. And grandma be having time. I'm gonna watch them, but don't really want to watch them.
Yeah, we don't want to watch them.
Facts. Yeah. So it's like, you know, a lot of little stuff that could be added to it.
So the curriculum, but then also I just heard you say that you think some difference will be made if more of the people reflected you. Mm-hmm. So like you see more African American men in the school.
Right.
So so talk about that. What else? What other suggestions would you give to people who want to make schools better for black boys?
I mean, really care. If that passion ain't you, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what y'all get paid or whatever. I know I care about things more when it's something that I really want to do. Mm-hmm. And I'm not just doing it just for a check. You know what I'm saying? You getting up, hey, I know I got to pay these bills, but it's a different feeling when you're getting up and you doing something that you really love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You'll get up dancing and happy, and you come to school with that vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The vibe is all ran through the teacher. Whatever vibe it is, you sit down, you up front, and you looking all mean and nasty. We're like, oh, shit.
It's going to be one of them days. One of them
No, we humans, but we get it. But, you know, try to watch the vibe, your everything, your whole aura. Because it's like, all right, how am I to know how to deal with a bad day? Okay. If you coming in and your bad day through you walking, you got 20, 30 kids to look at.
Right.
We had big classes. We, you know, 30 kids, 25 kids, whatever it was. But just if that's your passion, do it. If it ain't, it's other teachers that will love that job. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely love it.
Right.
If it ain't your passion, you doing it for the check, understand you could be effective.
It ain't a job to do for the check.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not that job. Okay. So I left my questions over there moving around. What else should we talk about? School, ebb and flow, educating black boys better. What else do you think that black boys need? So the school is one place, but like education doesn't just occur in the school. So what else do you think that what else do black boys need?
I would say like extracurricular activities like the YMCA's and all that. We used to be able to run to them. After we go to basketball practice and all that, we had a YMCA on 111. You can do all kind of stuff. You can play ball again if you wanted to, or go chill with your friends, do homework over here. I just feel like a lot of that stuff has been gone because, you know, a lot of violence and people shelter their kids now and all that. But you give people nothing to do. An idle mind is the devil's workshop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, I don't have nothing to do out here.
But you run these streets and hurt people. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so extracurricular activities. All right, well, anything else you think you want to add?
I don't know. Which one? Look at your questions.
No, I think I did good.
Oh, yeah, you did good.
Did I miss a question that you wanted to answer? That you was thinking about? Because I know you was thinking about.
Let me check him out. See what you got over here.
Yeah, this setup like.
Cause you know what I'm saying. We gonna work it out though, baby.
Oh, these are my rapid fire questions. We're gonna do those last.
All right.
We did. Who are you? Your school experience. We did that. Okay. What teacher had the greatest impact on your life, either negatively or positively? Say the right answer.
See, if I don't say you did,
you don't have to be me. I heard that.
No, you definitely above all because you was don't take no mess stuff, and that kind of stuff gets you ready for the world. You know what I'm saying? You go on your whole life thinking sugar is sweet, and then you finally find out that all sugar ain't sweet, and then you surprised. So
all sugar ain't sweet?
Not well. Honey, please, baby. I done tasted some sugar that's supposed to be sugar, but it was sour. Yeah. So yeah, that's just something my granddaddy taught me. All sugar ain't sweet. Everything that glitter ain't gold.
Right, right.
But what was the question?
So what teacher impacted? What about negatively? Did any teachers have any impacts on you that was like?
Well, positively, Mr. Curry, like I had mentioned him before, and he, you know, the one poem that he taught. I don't know who the author was or whoever wrote it, but it was excuses. Basically, it was excuses are monuments of nothing that build bridges which leads to nowhere. Those who use these tools of incompetence are masters of nothing. So basically, I just try to live an excuse-free life. Like, whatever it is, I wake up, and, you know, I'm having a bad day, or I ain't got no money, or how I'm going to do this, or whatever. I just try to, you know what, get it. I'm alive. I'm doing way better than a whole lot of people.
Yes.
You know, try to limit the excuses that I do. If I can't do it, hey, I can't do it. I ain't, you know what I mean? It is what it is. You feel me? But yeah. But just live an excuse-free life. Okay,
so this is the quick fire round. And so this is just one word answers. Don't expound. So
chicken.
That's good. Chicken, that's your favorite food. Yeah. Did you like the lunchroom food? That's the question.
Did I like lunchroom food? Yeah, I ain't had no choice, baby. We ain't had no food at home. Listen, yo, I used to steal the little peanut butter crackers, yo, because I know it's hot dogs and pork and beans when I go to the crib.
You wanted that snack.
Man, listen, I'm still alive.
What was your favorite lunchroom meal? I gotta add that here. Your favorite lunchroom meal? Was it the cardboard pizza?
Yeah, I love the pizza. I ain't gonna lie. Well, I like the super donuts. Like, I eat super donuts all day long.
Oh, yes.
Just give me some milk. Yeah, I used to trade my pizza for the super donuts. Like, boy, take this pizza. I got like 8 super donuts when I go home doing my homework. You know what I'm saying? Lit. You feel me?
All right. When did school get real for you? What grade?
Real? Mm-hmm. Oof. Lord. Or I'm going to say like sophomore year. As far as like algebra and all of that stuff, like I thought I just knew counting, like, you know, multiplication, all that. I'm lit. As we got into algebra and them advanced classes, I'm like, what? But yeah, so that, and then just learning how to deal with people. You know what I'm saying? And in school, you either had to have a tough soul or you would get ran over. Like, people talk about you and you ain't got the latest fashion or whatever it is. You got to be tough with that. You got to be able to jab back. Oh, yeah, I'm dirty, huh? Well, what about you? You ugly little chump. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to come back.
Right.
You know, so yeah, I'll say about sophomore year because you start to learn things. You start learning about yourself. Things start changing as you come a little boy to a young man, and start looking at girls, being real curious, and want to go on prom, and who gonna be my prom baby? Like, a lot of that stuff just run through your mind on top of trying to be a great student.
Right, sophomore year.
Exactly.
All right, favorite subject?
Math.
Uh-huh. We got favorite teacher. You said first black male teacher was Mr. Griffin. Highest level of education? What's the highest level? Master's degree. Mm-hmm. Ever suspended?
How many times? You hear me? My mom used to get called all the time. That's because I act up when I'm bored.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay. No fighting, none of that.
No. And then 2 more questions. If you had to answer one word, was school worth your time?
One word?
Yeah.
Yes, but it's an asterisk after that.
Like Yes.
All because of, I would say, like, the funding.
Okay.
And if I could have got more scholarships and been born rich and can just go to school without having to worry about paying back student loans and all of that, then absolutely. But as overall, school, because you met new people and all of that. And,
all right, and then my last question, then I'm going to get you on here since you're on my porch, so you got to pour, so I got to video you. Okay. But my last question is, do you think it's possible to make school better for black boys?
Absolutely. I'm always a believer in everything anything and everything can happen. You just got to work.
Okay.
If you ain't going to work, don't even do it.
Don't even do it. All right, y'all. That was my first interview with Mr. Shaka Brown. This is the impromptu. This is like the dress rehearsal because, I'm looking for Miles Stroder. If you know where he is, he's not here helping me.
All right, we just trying to get y'all to get on board with this. We're going to make this big. And don't wait till she on and popping.
Right.
To share and like
to
stuff.
Share and
y'all gonna wait till she on and popping and Oprah pick her up or something and then,
and then you're gonna be like, I know her, let me share her videos.
Don't do that. Don't be that person.
But this is a double feature. So you all also know that I have been doing my porch series, my POUR, where I've been having great people sitting on my porch and like pour wisdom into like the universe, into me. That's so I'm going to center this. I'm going to turn this video on. And then I want you to just think for a minute. Mm-hmm. I mean, you got a lot of comments. Jamel's watching. Oh, I remember. Hey, Mama. Hey,
Mama. My mama, big street, across the street. That father figure right there.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, y'all.
So I had a lot of help. You know what I'm saying? Growing up. That's a father figure right there.
That village is missing.
Take a village.
But I'm going to have you pour. Okay? I'm going to have you pour some wisdom. So I'm getting up.
Pour some wisdom.
Wisdom. Is this good? You center. Let's put center you on these things. Okay. We got like 2 minutes. You ready?
Yeah.
Hey, Shaka.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Well, thank you.
Absolutely. So what are we doing now?
Wisdom. What you want to tell the people?
I want to tell the people, be great. If you're going to do something, be great at it. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by that is it can be your own definition of greatness. If that's getting up every morning and having a routine or something, or changing your routine or something, or being around certain people or certain crowds of people, just be great. And if your mind, you knowing like, this ain't something that I'm really with, or I don't have to follow them to be something great in life, or I don't have to follow this trend to be something great in life. Be great means be you, because God made only one you. So it's obviously something special about you that you need to bring that out of. We don't need another Biggie Smalls or Jay-Z or Beyonce. You don't have to be like none of them people and all of that. Just be great. Be great is being you. Cool.
I want you to say that poem too that you said, the quote.
Excuses. That's my favorite quote. My high school English teacher taught me that. I don't know who the author was or whatever, but it's excuses. Excuses are monuments of nothing that build bridges which leads to nowhere. Those who use these tools of incompetence are masters of nothing. So what I try to do is live an excuse-free life, whatever it is. I don't feel like getting up today or having a bad day, or I know I was supposed to do something, I'm going to try to do it. No excuses.
No excuses.
No excuses.
All right. Thank you.
For sure.
Okay, y'all. We out of here. Thank you for tuning in. If you're watching it later, watch it later. Share it. All that good stuff. But
all that good stuff.
Thank you. I love this one right here.
I love you.
Smooches. Even though he been perverted though.
Oh, no, I haven't.
We didn't want to talk about that in 8th grade.
Yeah, my pink thing will hang out a couple times. You know what I'm saying? Down.
But we love them. So yep. See y'all later.
Love ya.
There we go. In the live.
Finish on that joint, right?
Yeah.